It is Wednesday, so it's time for the market update. Let's see what has been going on in real estate this last 7 days in LaFleur County. So 23 new listings. We continue to have great listing activity, which is good news for buyers, giving them more options. So it's kind of interesting, the price points that came on the market this week, though. There were 4 in the 0 to 100, 2 in the 1 to 200, 3 in the 2 to 300, 4 in the 3 to 400, 1 in the 4 to 500, and then there were 9 in the 500 up. And quite a few of those were some multifamily properties. So if you are thinking about investing in rentals, multifamily rentals, I would love to talk to you about that. They are in Poto. I'm familiar with them. So give me a call if you're interested in multifamily. Pending, meaning they've gone under contract. There were 8 of those. 0 to 100, there was 1. None in the 1 to 200, which is kind of unusual because that's usually our hot price point. 2 to 300, there were 5. 3 to 400, there was 1. And then we jumped to 500 and up, and there was also 1. So good activity on what's gone under contract. Closed, there were 11 of those. 3 in the 0 to 100, 2 in the 1 to 200, 3 in the 2 to 300, 1 in the 3 to 400, and then again we jump to the 500 and up, and there were 2. So really good real estate activity this last week. There were 15 price drops in LaFleur County, so some adjusting going on there. I have, I know I say it every week, and you're probably like, yeah. But I have been busy this week. I've had inspections on properties, and let's just talk a little bit briefly about the inspection process. So it's the buyer's option to have a home inspection or any kind of inspection they want during that initial period of the contract. So they can hire a home inspector, they can do their own inspection, termite inspection, septic inspection, all that kind of stuff is at the buyer's expense and at the buyer's option. And if there are things that come up on the inspection that the buyer would like to have fixed before they close the deal, then it's another point we negotiate with the seller to see what they are willing to fix. And it's a little bit of a back and forth there to arrive at something that everybody is happy with. And then the seller has typically until the closing date to get the repairs done. And they provide proof to the buyer that the repairs have been done and that kind of thing. And then the buyer has the option to send their home inspector back or to check it out themselves before closing if they so wish. But most buyers are okay with just the documentation that the repairs have been done, but you can go back and check them. So just a little tidbit about how the inspection process works. I would love to be your realtor. So if you just want to talk about how the process works, how to get started as a buyer, what to expect as a seller, maybe talk about what your property is worth, give me a call. This is Amy Hall with Keller Williams Platinum Realty. Have a great day.